Hi guys, good afternoon, 18th of November, another day, another vaccine headline. Pfizer and BioNTech say COVID-19 vaccine showed to be 95% effective in final efficacy analysis of the phase 3 trial, which is obviously good news, and the markets, while it is the third headline in, well, about 7 trading days, the market has pushed on. S&P pretty much trading on the high, nowhere near the same sort of reaction we've seen from the last 2 headlines. Gold coming under a tiny bit of pressure here. You can have a look on the daily chart. I've said this for the last couple of videos. Really, it's about these 2 points: 1850 for gold, and also to the upside, can we get a close above 1888, 89, 1900 if you want to be super safe. Really, if it stays within this range, I'm not too interested in getting involved, and you can see the significance of that lower bound of support. Also worth noting that the 200-day moving average coming in around 1800, I think that would be a level, along with some support that you can see from mid-July, which is also resistance from May and April, would be a level where people would potentially look to get in, of course being the psychological handle as well. So as we are drifting lower, we're currently on the low that we saw on Monday, which was of course the last headline that we got from Moderna. So worth keeping a watch on what gold does around here. Nasdaq has actually already reversed the main part of that headline news. Of course, Nasdaq coming lower on the idea of a rotation. The S&P, as mentioned, higher, along with the Dow as well. Let's have a quick look over those on longer time frames. The S&P for me is at the moment it's a buy as long as we stay above these 2 key points. The previous all-time high coming in around 35.77, that's a great level of support at the moment, and also just a tiny bit below there, 35.19, 3500 if you want to make it a bit of a zone. 2 levels where the buyers will be happy to be staying in this. In terms of upside targets, we've got the high of the week, which comes in at 36.36 before the all-time high on the futures at 36.69, which would be a point where people would of course look at. The Nasdaq, the low that we had after the first vaccine headline on Monday, so we kept pushing lower to sort of around 11,500 on the Tuesday. As long as we stay above there, I'd be pretty happy to stay long Nasdaq if I was in that, regardless of the ideas of a rotation move. The Dow Jones, a tiny bit off its high at the moment. That double top that we had, 30,000. Who would have thought we'd be at 30,000 after we were trading? What was the COVID low? Is it yeah, about 16, 17, nearly 18,000 that low. So what a recovery it has been. Quick look over then at currencies just to wrap this up. The euro and the pound did push higher this morning on some dollar weakness, although it has had a little snap back from up near the R1 level. You can see a couple of failed tests there. You've also got the high from yesterday in the mix and the 119 handle. We're back down towards the pivot. Little false break around there, worth keeping a watch on the 15-minute. Is this the opportunity then for the bulls to take back control? The pound, you see, similar kind of thing. We have pushed high. We hit the 130 to the tick on the futures, and that marked today's high, and we are just finding a bit of support back on what was yesterday's high and this morning's high as well, 132.73. So yeah, for those that are watching right now, I would have the 15-minute candle there, just keeping an eye. Do we close above or below? Data wise, you've obviously got your oil DOEs inventories later on. You've got some building permits out of the US and some Canadian inflation data, but other than that, relatively quiet. But as we know, the vaccine headlines are likely to rule the market for now. Anyway guys, hope you have a good rest of your session, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.